Experience oblivion. Pass into the unknown. Be one with the darkness. Embrace oblivion. We walk in the shadows, my apprentice. Walk in shadow.
An outcast monk, seeking forbidden knowledge. The soldier fought valiantly, but in the end he succumbed, just as his comrades in arms. This night, Dr. Junkenstein's revenge would not be denied. With a defiant cry that died in his throat, the archer, last of the castle's defenders, was overwhelmed, and Junkenstein's revenge was sealed. The gunslinger could fight no more. He fell to the ground alongside his defeated companions, leaving none to stand in the way of Junkenstein's revenge. The sound of shattered glass filled the night as the alchemist's potions fell to the ground, their contents mixing with the blood of the wanderers. Dr. Junkenstein would have his revenge. There were those who believed that the Countess could never die, but that night the legends proved wrong, and as she fell, so too did the castle. With a last sigh, the life dimmed from the monk's eyes, and he slumped to the ground, powerless to stop the revenge of Dr. Junkenstein. The Viking's last mortal battle was fought, and he was ushered to Valhalla to await Ragnarok. But his earthly companions were not so lucky, and Junkenstein would have his revenge. His blade broken, the swordsman fell to the ground, his life and the lives of his companions spent, with none remaining to stand against Junkenstein's revenge. The swordsman was a blur of motion, a flurry of steel, a whirling dervish of death. It was not yet time for the monk to pass from the world of the living. The swordsman had come back from death before, and this night was no different. A nomadic swordsman, traveling the world in search of inner peace. It seemed the dragon's power was undiminished, as the summoner was returned to the battle. The Countess's shot was true, and with it, the monster was felled. Fire and ash gave way to reveal the form of the summoner. Not as dead as the wanderers had hoped. Was that a trace of human emotion upon the monster's countenance? No, surely just a trick of the mind. The wanderers felt the ground shudder once again. The monster had returned. Dr. Junkenstein was not yet finished. His monster rose again. The air became charged with the arcane, as the summoner appeared in their midst. The soldier dispatched the summoner with hardly a second thought. The gunslinger was as good as his reputation, and he found his marks, and the summoner died. The Countess's skill was as good as the stories told, overcoming the summoner's magic. The swordsman's aim was true, and the summoner exploded into flame from his telling blow. The summoner was destroyed. The Viking had bested the summoner, a victory that brought him special satisfaction. The monk's orbs overwhelmed the summoner's defenses, and she was destroyed. For the moment, it appeared the alchemist's potions were more powerful than the summoner's magic. The archer's arrow struck true, and the summoner was slain.
I'm not sure how much those doors can take! Get them off the doors! They're breaking through! The doors are giving out! Someone silence the doctor! He's getting on my nerves! The Reaper still lives! Kill the witch! The Reaper is dead! For now. That's enough from you, Dr. Junkenstein. The Reaper has joined the battle! The witch is here! Up there! Dr. Junkenstein! The summoner has returned! Shocktire on the right! They approach across the bridge! Our enemies are heading straight for us! Shocktire, dead ahead! The enemy is attacking over the ramparts! They're on the left!
A Shocktire bears down upon us. The enemy marches towards us. Our enemies approach over the bridge. A Shocktire approaches on the left. Our enemy approaches on the left. Our enemies attack over the ramparts. We must move them from the door. They have reached the door. The door is heavily damaged. The door shudders. I sense the presence of the witch. I sense the Reaper. The summoner is here. The ground shakes. Junkenstein's monster is here. Dr. Junkenstein, so good of you to join us. The summoner's threat must be ended. The Reaper still haunts us. Junkenstein's monster has fallen. The summoner is no more. Gaze into the unblinking eye. Embrace oblivion. Walk in shadow. Be one with the darkness. We walk in the shadows, my apprentice. We are as one, my friend.
Your new champion! Good riddance. Time is running out for the defenders. Time is running out for the attackers. Clock's ticking. I am not entertained. I expected more. Someone call the ambo. I could always use another engineer. Don't ask what happened to the last one. Not bad. Looking for a job. Time for the big finish. You're either braver or dumber than you look to come back here, Junkrat. Draw. Today we find a new champion. A new challenger enters. Welcome to the scrapyard. Welcome to Junkertown. Impressive.
The Viking cut down the monster, savoring his triumph. The swordsman dispatched the hulking behemoth with ease, his attention turning to the next target. The monk's blows took their toll upon the monster, and he crashed lifelessly to the ground. These were the wanderers who took up the castle's defense. A Viking craftsman seeking battle far from home. A rich and powerful countess, known as a hunter without peer. Play of the game. The Viking roared with laughter, unafraid of the doctor's creations, as one after another fell before him. The monk's focus was unbreakable, and his blows landed like thunder. The Countess dispatched her targets, destroying the doctor's creations without so much as a smile. The Viking struck down the Reaper. For the moment. The swordsman banished the Reaper, who disappeared into the night. The Countess's attack found its mark, and the Reaper was no more. The monk banished the Reaper, who faded into the night. Rumor said that the Reaper had betrayed his former comrades, and was thusly cursed. The cold night was interrupted with a blast of heat as the summoner appeared in the midst of the carnage. An inferno of fire and flame birthed a new adversary, the summoner. The chill night air was set ablaze as the summoner joined the battle.
Ha ha ha! You call that a monster? The witch is slain. Your magic does not impress me. Onwards to Ragnarok! They must clear the door! They have reached the door! Protect the door! A monster is among us! What is this witchcraft? Shock tire on the left! Kill that infernal summoner! We need to kill the monster! Watch our right flank! They're coming from the right!
A shock tire approaches on our right. I sense an enemy to the right. The enemy approaches on the right. The door will not hold much longer. The witch is gone. But she will return. Dr. Junkenstein must be dealt with. Junkenstein's monster must be destroyed. We must banish the witch. Dr. Junkenstein has laughed his last. The Reaper is gone. For the moment. The door will soon be reduced to kindling.
Disappointing. Only place for Omnics in Junkertown is on the scrap heap. Consider yourself warned. Better get moving. I'm expecting my tribute. Looks like you're bogged down. You're going the wrong way. Mind the merchandise. Play of the game. Victory. Defeat. You know better than to show your face around here, Mako.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Never trusted those summoners. Is it getting hot in here? It's time to slay the dragon. Someone needs to put a bullet in that summoner. Dragon magic's not enough to save you from me.
A chill spread through the air as the summoner's body turned to ash. The first signs of the dawn crept over the horizon, and the castle was safe. Though the Viking dreamed of Valhalla, it was not yet his time. The alchemist secretly longed to unleash her alchemical boost upon one of her most stalwart companions, the Crusader, but he was nowhere to be found. The monk had succumbed to his wounds. Oh, how the heroes lamented their need for a shield, realizing too late they had taken for granted its protection. The Vikings scoffed at the now still form of Dr. Junkenstein, another dead by his own hand. The monk's will proved greater than Junkenstein's, earning a brief respite for the castle's defenders. Dr. Junkenstein fell, but the wanderers knew that the danger had not passed. The Countess's shot punctuated the end of Dr. Junkenstein's sad story. The swordsman knocked Junkenstein from his perch, silencing him for the moment. Junkenstein had made a deal with the Witch of the Wilds, and not even his death would release him from it. Dr. Junkenstein emerged again, for his night of terror was yet to reach its conclusion. What was that sound on the wind? The doctor had returned. The swordsman dispatched the witch, and in doing so, his mind became clearer. Some whispered that the Countess could not be killed, and for now, it seemed those stories might be true. The soldier slew the witch, sparing no time to seek another target. The archer struck down the witch, though in his heart he knew it was not to last. The alchemist proved stronger than the witch, a victory to which she derived no small bit of satisfaction. The Viking looked over the witch's unmoving form, knowing he had not seen the last of her. The witch had been defeated, depriving Dr. Junkenstein of his most powerful ally. The Countess had slain the witch, as she had sworn many years before. The gunslinger felt no joy in killing a woman, even one as twisted as the Witch of the Wilds. The monk gazed upon the fallen witch, but his thoughts were unreadable. The witch emerged from the night, brought back to the battle by some darker power. The witch was not to be undone, and she emerged from the shadows once again. The Countess was overcome, and she fell to the ground. The swordsman's defense was broken, and he was struck down. The Viking's body slumped motionless to the ground. The Viking had waded into the battle and claimed first blood. As the night stretched on and the doors still held, Dr. Junkenstein and his allies began their final assault to break the Wanderers that defied them. The four Wanderers would buy time for those trapped in the castle to escape. The Wanderers had beaten back Dr. Junkenstein's initial attacks, but their ordeal had only just begun. For the briefest of moments, the relentless pace of Dr. Junkenstein's advance slowed. But the worst was yet to come. The Wanderers had held the doors long enough for the castle's denizens to flee to safety. But their own survival was far from assured. This tale returns to Adlersbrunn, where the lord of the castle has once again called for heroes to defend him against the mad Dr. Junkenstein and his allies. The gunslinger extended his arm. In a flash, his foe was stunned. Long had the gunslinger pursued the Countess, but their battle would wait for another day. High in the mountains the monk had gazed upon an unfathomable power, and that power had gazed back, changing him forever. The alchemist had no love for the Countess, but this night they had common cause. Realization dawned in the archer's eyes. The mysterious swordsman was the brother he believed had died by his own hand. Though few saw past her potions and elixirs, the alchemist was known to be a great beauty. The soldier, the Viking, and the alchemist had fought together in many battles, and they each knew that this could be their last. It was the Viking who had forged the soldier's weapons that served him so faithfully in battle. Did I mention that the lord of the castle was handsome, wise, and brave, the hero of many stories of his own? But I digress. The doctor's creation swarmed over the fallen hero, having claimed their first kill. Without fanfare, the monk had struck the first blow against Dr. Junkenstein. Eagerly the swordsman claimed the knight's first kill. From her hunter's perch, the Countess tallied the first kill.
The summoner is here. We must slay the summoner. Seize the enemy flag. Defend our flag. Protect our flag. Shocktire on the left. Shocktire coming straight at us. Shocktire on our right. The summoner's magic troubles us no longer. Capture the enemy flag.
McCree, all in. Well met. Hail. The hunt begins. Always the hunter. We need to defend our flag. Someone take that flag.
Junkenstein's monster rose from the dead. The Reaper appeared. The Reaper was destroyed. The summoner was banished, for the moment. The Wanderers had slain the summoner. The summoner was no more. The summoner's corpse burned. The summoner had been slain. The Reaper was slain. The Reaper fell once again. With a thunderous crash, the monster fell to the ground, all semblance of life extinguished. The Reaper had been felled, but the Wanderers felt sure that he would return. The draconic fire within the summoner consumed her, and she was destroyed. The summoner's body crumbled like the dying embers of a spent flame. The monster reappeared. The monster had returned. It was the monster once again. Junkenstein's monster attacked. The witch was dead. The witch had returned. It was the witch. The summoner was revealed once again. The witch had been summoned once again. The witch appeared among them. The monster was slain. For the moment. The monster was no more. Junkenstein rejoined the battle. Dr. Junkenstein had returned. The doctor had returned. It was Dr. Junkenstein once again. The doctor attacked again. Junkenstein was slain. Dr. Junkenstein was defeated. The doctor was silenced for the moment. Junkenstein fell for now. The doctor was no more. The Reaper was no more. Gone was the Reaper. The Reaper had returned. The Reaper rejoined the battle. It was the Reaper! Once again, the Reaper took shape. Junkenstein's monster was slain. The Reaper's body faded into the darkness of the night. With one last laugh, Dr. Junkenstein was silenced. But such evil has a way of returning to the world. The witch retreated to recover her strength, but the Wanderers knew that she would return. The witch had been struck down, but such powers can never truly be destroyed. Dr. Junkenstein's creation had been slain, its eyes as lifeless as pale stones. The battle was joined by the summoner. The witch appeared in their midst. The witch was slain. Death had taken the witch. The monster was destroyed. Junkenstein's monster fell. The witch had been destroyed. The witch was gone for now. The summoner rejoined the battle. The summoner had returned. The summoner had appeared. The mad Dr. Junkenstein had been slain, but the Witch of the Wilds was not finished with him. Not in the least.
शील्ड जनरेटर ऑनलाइन आप सुरक्षित हैं वाह क्या बात है प्रक्षेपण बाधा protect the shield well my shield well is still in existence unsummoning my shield well has been destroyed shield well summoned you are protected the shield well is under attack प्रकाश से जीवन में sentry online हाँ नहीं नमस्ते Alvida, I have been summoned. The dragon's fire consumes all. I sense an intruder. This place is warded. Sentry summoned. Warding in place.
The summoner is here. Shock tire on the right. Shock tire on the left. Shock tire coming straight for us. Kill the summoner. The summoner is no more.
Casting a barrier. Summoning a barrier. ये हमारी रक्षा करेगा. The dragon demands sacrifices. रक्षा प्रणाली संरेखित करना. I will be summoned again. Stand and die. You will all burn. हम सामंजस्य में हैं. Sentry ward in place. Casting a sentry ward.
The summoner is no more. Shock tire on the left. Shock tire coming straight at us. Shock tire on the right. You and your people will be brought to justice.
I still don't feel the cold. Do not let them damage the door. The witch must die. The summoner is dead. I've never hunted a dragon before. Try harder next time, Junkenstein. Not so immortal after all. The doctor is dead. The Reaper is dead, for now. Dr. Junkenstein still lives. À droite! They approach on the right. À gauche! They approach over the ramparts. Kill the Reaper! Kill the mage before she works her spells! They've reached the door. The door is taking damage. Clear the door. The monster must be felled. The summoner has appeared. The servant of the dragon has come. There, the Reaper. Kill that dragon worshipper. Kill the summoner before she works her spells. On the left.
The witch is here. The Reaper emerges from the shadows. We must kill Dr. Junkenstein. Kill the Reaper. Someone slay the witch. Dr. Junkenstein is no more. Junkenstein's monster falls. The witch is felled. The Reaper is gone. For now. They are going to break through. I do not think cyborgs are welcomed with open arms in Junkertown.
Over the bridge. They're coming right at us. On the right.
Protect the door.
They're almost through. They are breaking through. Stop them.
The door is under attack.
The mage has appeared. The witch comes forth. Dr. Junkenstein emerges. The monster is here. It's mine.
The door has been damaged. Get them off the door. They are breaching the door. The door is being destroyed. I sense a dragon. The monster is among us. Dr. Junkenstein is here. The monster must be felled. The mage must be destroyed. Push them back. They are breaking through. The door is almost destroyed. The mage's flame is extinguished. Watch the right side. They are coming from the right. They advance across the bridge. They are coming straight at us. On the left. They attack over the ramparts.
I will watch over you.
There's no place like home. One last time. We take this innocent pile of ill-gotten treasure to the scrapyard. Reveal it to the Queen. Then, boom! Treasure secured, trolley loaded. They'll never suspect a thing. I've been all around the world, and there's nowhere that compares to home. It's not the Chancellor, but the price is right. Home sweet home. What do you think of that, Your Majesty? Remember the plan? Home field advantage, you know? I'm alive!
I still have use for you.
Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
You think you can oppose me? I will return. This is not the end. Serve me. You amuse me.